What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another small video here. Just had to stop, I don't know if you could see it, stop by 7 Brew. It's a coffee shop. It came from Arkansas actually, and they're kind of spreading out everywhere. So if you don't have one and you guys are getting a 7 Brew around local to you, man, give them a try, because like it's actually good coffee. If you could tell by the title, we're going to talk about getting into LTL, man. If you're wanting to get into LTL and you're wanting to move to an LTL company and start making pickups and deliveries, or even just doing line haul or whatever, team driving, whatever the case may be, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about different companies. I'm going to talk about why it's a good time right now to start getting into the LTL industry. Like right now, from what is today, March 21st, so right now, from now until pretty much fall, is a great time to get into LTL. And just over the stuff that I've learned over the past year almost of being here, I'll explain to you why it's a good time to get into LTL. So let's go ahead and get to work. All right, back in the truck, and we got a check engine light on, and it had a little rough time starting up. I'm not a diesel mechanic or anything, but I do work on regular vehicles, personal vehicles, and from what I know about air intake, I think if I had to guess, there's going to be a problem with the turbo. So we're going to let the shop know what's going on. So yeah, I was talking about how this time of year is the best time to get into LTL, and this is pretty much why. Business, pretty much across the board, especially at R&L, picks up quite a bit, and we get super busy, lots of freight to deliver, which is pretty much a guarantee on everybody always having something to do. We are gonna have to give this windshield a bath because there's so many bugs on it. It's that time of year, boys. Busy season is fast approaching. Springtime is super busy, summertime super busy, pretty much constant non-stop work. We pick up a lot. We have quite a bit of stops, especially compared to a lot of other companies. We pick up quite a bit. So right now is a really great time to get into LTL if you're looking for constant work and always having something to do. Now, I know there's some companies out there that probably hire for the busy season, probably lay off. It's kind of like a temporary type of thing, but really don't see, at least I haven't seen a whole lot of that here. We've been busy pretty much consistently the whole entire year, especially my route, because my route, I'm just one truck that goes out my way. If they need 2 trucks, sometimes they'll send 2 trucks, but typically it's just me going out and covering my my little area. And it's consistently busy. I consistently get at least 12 stops plus per day. Sometimes I have to switch into a bigger trailer and take like 18. I've had as much as 18, 19 stops, and that's quite a bit of stops, especially compared to a lot of other companies. I talked to a driver for another LTL company yesterday, and he said the most stops that he usually gets is like 10. So it's really variation across the board as far as companies go. Now, as you guys may or may not know, there is quite a few different LTL companies out there. There's R&L, there's XPO, Estes, Central Transport, Southeastern Freight Lines, I think is what it's called. There's probably some other ones that aren't in my area, but there's plenty of different opportunities out there for you guys, especially if you're looking to come to R&L carriers but you don't have one near you. There's plenty of other options out there, and it's fairly easy to get into LTL. Typically you have to have 1 year at least experience driving. I get a lot of guys in my comments saying, hey, will they hire me if I have 6 months over the road? Probably not. You'll have to talk to them, but most of the time it's usually a year. Sometimes some places want 2 years. It kind of depends on the place. But you're just gonna have to call them up and talk to the terminal manager to figure out that situation. As far as pay goes, it's not the same across the board. Every different location is different pay, different starting pays. So once again, talk to the terminal manager about that. Look up your postings, on the careers page, which will be linked down in the description. And if you have any further questions about any of that kind of stuff, or maybe questions about the specific location that I'm at, feel free to shoot me an email. My email address will also be in the description. All right, like I said, we stay busy. We got 12 deliveries today, and we're ready to get on the road. Trailer's loaded, everything's all good to go, and we're ready to get up out of here, get our day started. It's a little bit later, 9:30, but that's how it goes sometimes. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here and start making some deliveries. All right, guys, we are done for the day. We got everything delivered. Not a bad day at all. I got back at it was like 5:40 or something, like 6 o'clock, something like that, and headed on home. Pretty early day for me. Normally I don't get back until probably about 7 or 8, especially when busy season picks up, just because my distance that I travel is just, it's pretty far. I usually do about 290 at least miles a day. I went to my normal towns today. It was 295. If I've got anything extra or a bunch extra, I can get up there in the 300s. I've been as high as like 370 or maybe even 400, but that's in the really busy times, which is coming up. But like I said, everybody's going to be getting busy. Everybody's going to be getting more freight, and things are going to be picking up. So now is the time to get into LTL if you've been considering it for a while. It's a fun job. You get a lot of different type of freight deliveries, different things you get to handle, different scenarios. I mean, it's not all bump and docks. At least my route is not all bump and docks. I'm sure there are some options out there for that, but as far as what we do here at R&L, it's a lot of lift gates. You got your docks. I think I only had one dock today out of 12 deliveries. Everything else with either lift gate or somebody taking it off the back of the trailer with their forklift or whatever the case may be. But yep, that was pretty much the day. That's a wrap. And if you guys are interested, LTL is a very good way to make a living, man. I made more money last year than I did the year before doing food service. So if that tells you anything, I actually made more during food service or doing LTL than I did in food service. So it was definitely a good move to make, and I don't regret it at all. Home every day, especially this week. I've been getting home pretty early, putting in only maybe 10 hours a day, 9.5, 10 hours a day. Pretty much make what you want out of it, and just do your own thing, man. I mean, you're out there, management doesn't bother you, or at least as far as my specific terminal, management doesn't really bother us. We, as long as we do our jobs, get our stuff done, we should be good to go, and that's how it's been. So definitely I enjoy it, I really do. So, but yeah, that being said, that wraps up this video, guys. If you have any questions at all about LTL, feel free to comment down below. Feel free to subscribe, man. I'm going to try to make more videos. Subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and feel free to email, comment questions, whatever the case may be. Check out the link I left in the description for R&L to see if there's any available positions in your area, and see what you can do. So, thank you, guys. We'll see you all in the next video.